Hello and welcome to this short video about ClickBank Sale Tracker. You know, we just had a great successful launch this week and we're kind of winding down here a little bit from all the excitement. It was kind of one of those all the stops out and put the pizza under the door and just kind of stay at it for a while. But all that's kind of behind us, things have smoothed over, and I just wanted to do a little video and talk about again, what ClickBank Sale Tracker really does and where it came from. It all started out with article marketing. And in article marketing, if you're going to be successful, you probably will submit to ezine articles, and they and other article directories will not allow an affiliate link in your article. You must have a top-level domain and send the traffic to your domain. Now from there you can have an automatic redirect to the vendor product, and that's fine, but you need that top-level domain redirect. So I thought, hey, this is great, we can get going. And once the sales start coming in, you think, wow, where'd they come from? What did I do right and what did I do wrong? Because we want to do more of what works and less of what doesn't work. Doesn't that make sense? We want to make more money and we don't want to have to work as hard in order to earn it. Well, all the gurus out there will tell you to test, 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 but they don't always tell you exactly how to go about doing that. Now, most people start talking about article statistics and looking at views and click-throughs, and that's all wonderful, but you know what? Once you get a couple articles that get a lot of views and they get a lot of click-throughs, but you're not making any money, you start thinking, views don't equal sales, click-throughs don't even equal sales. So what does bring a sale? You need to be able to track that sale back to the article that generated it. Not just the website, check Google Analytics or something and find out, well, what site did they come from? You want to know the exact article, because if you're doing it correctly for maximum profit, you're testing with different types of articles, different slants on the articles, different resource boxes, all kinds of different ways to try to see what will sell better. And the only way to know what's working is to know which article generated the sale. So that's where ClickBank Sale Tracker got its start. You can do a top-level domain redirect to a ClickBank product, and the tracking will tell you which article it came from. Pretty nice to know, huh? Then you do more of those articles and less of those other ones. But we found out in the process that there are a lot of byproducts of the whole process of tracking. We found out, golly, it doesn't work just for ClickBank. You can be using Commission Junction or any other affiliate network that allows you to put in a little piece of tracking code. And you need to keep it simple because a lot of article marketers are just starting out, don't have a lot of expertise, don't have a lot of time. They want to just get going. They want to be able to crank out the articles and make some money. So ClickBank Sale Tracker was designed for the article marketers. Get a top-level domain. It can be .info. Those are cheap right now. And you can track your sales back to the article. Then as you move on, maybe you're doing Commission Junction, maybe you're doing Link Connect, or maybe you're doing something else. You can add tracking to those also. You can actually have an entire website. It doesn't have to be just a top-level domain redirect. And then we thought, gee, not everybody buys their first time to your site. Everybody's creating a list, right? Well, what if they buy from the list? How do you know where you got their name for the list? So CB Sale Tracker comes back to the rescue, and we added tracking for our own AWeber lists. And we use ClickBank Sale Tracker to populate the tracking field. Then when we get a sale, we know it came from the list. We look at the list. We know where we got that name from. Where did that visitor originally come from? What work on our part generated that sale? Then again, we go back and do more of what works and less of what doesn't work. So again, the core of the product is article marketing. But that's not where it stops. But it is a simple way to get started. Top-level domain redirect, or a website, or a blog, and a ClickBank product. And you can track your sales back to where they came from. Even if they came from a Google search. In the case of a website or a blog, maybe you're getting organic traffic, or at least you hope so. ClickBank Sale Tracker can tell you that it came from Google and what the keyword was that they were searching for when they found your website. Pretty handy, huh? Let's do a little recap, and we'll wrap this up. ClickBank Sale Tracker works not just on ClickBank, but any other affiliate network that has any kind of a tracking code. Commission Junction is very popular. We can work with that. It also can work with your mailing lists, like AWeber. It's one of the most popular, but I'm sure we can implement it on others that are popular as well. It works on a top-level domain redirect. It works on a full website with HTML code. Any page, you can just insert the code. It can also be used on a blog. We do have a support forum, So if you have trouble, or have any questions getting this implemented the way you want to use it, or maybe you come up with a new idea we haven't thought of, come to the forum and we'll hash it all out and get it working for you if at all possible. Well, that's it for this video. Please stop by, take a look at the product. We've got some screenshots, we've got some videos, and you can even take a look at all the support that's available once you do buy ClickBank Sale Tracker. The address is on the screen, cbsaletracker.com. Thanks for watching.